Hey, so what is your name?
My name is Ron Arenas.
And what do you do exactly?
I'm an HVAC and plumbing contractor for both residential and commercial.
Can you use smaller words?
I fix stuff.
What's your podcast about?
My podcast is called Southwest Flavor. It's about the people of the Southwest, and we just feature them and find out who they are, what they do, and why they do what they do.
That's so cool. So I heard you used to be an EMT. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, I was a firefighter and EMT with Picture Rocks Fire many, many years ago, and we were out there serving the community.
Oh my gosh. So you also ride motorcycles? Is that true?
No, not motorcycles. I ride mountain bikes, and I'm also a road cyclist.
Oh, whoa. So you live like a lot of lives, huh?
I try to get the most out of life.
So would you say that you're like a super social person? Would you say that you're more introverted, more extroverted?
I'm definitely a super social person.
Super social. So what's your favorite part about social media? I see that you've been posting a lot of videos.
I like social media because you can be yourself, but you can also be really silly and do stuff that doesn't make sense, and it will make people smile.
Who would you say is your biggest inspiration?
I like to, I've looked at a lot of athletes throughout the years, especially growing up, and my inspiration a lot of times is just their work ethic and all the dedication that they put into being on top of their sports game.
So I guess you could say you're like the male version of Barbie in the sense that Barbie has like 1,000 jobs. Would you agree with that statement?
Sure, but I'd love to have a Barbie Corvette.
Me too. So what would be the most fun thing out of everything you do? Because you said you work with ACs and heaters, but you also do social media, you do some podcasts, you did some stuff in the medical field. So out of all of those walks of life, what would you say, if you had to pick one, would be your favorite?
I think it would have been a firefighter. Just the adrenaline rush of either being in the middle of a wildland fire or going into a burning building.
Who is your best friend? And there's only one correct answer.
Well, I think we all know that because he's starting a podcast with me. It's, of course, Will Pena.
Will, what do you have to say about that?
I love that guy.
See? I had to say that.
So we did
He was kicking me under the table.
So we did have a couple of questions for you on your social medias. One of the questions that we frequently get is, why do you love Tucson so much compared to places like Phoenix, Scottsdale? You know, there's other places in Arizona that people typically like to go to. So what is it about Tucson that makes it different?
I love Tucson and the surrounding areas. One of the reasons is just because of all the scenic beauty. I mean, you look all around us and we're surrounded by mountains. We do live in the desert, but it's a very lush desert. There's a lot of plants and animals here. And anytime that we're doing things outdoors, you get to see a lot of the animals and you get to see a lot of the different plant life also.
Would you say that you have any cons about Tucson, or is it all pros for you?
I think Tucson's a really nice place to live. I don't want to get into it politically, but I think that we could work on the crime rate and the homeless rate just to make it a little bit safer for the families in Tucson.